Hey everybody, it's time to swing with Still Swinging. And I'm your host, Thomas. In the day family, we got my girl Ask Ashley. Ask Ashley got a program on YouTube. Fair use, fair use. Look, fellas, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Hit them bell notifications, because y'all know I be bringing it. In this episode of Ask Ashley, this young lady came to Ashley for some advice on how to get this guy who seemed like he doing pretty well for himself to take her serious. Now, Ashley giving her some advice, fellas. So look, let's take a walk through with Ashley and give her assessment along the way.
Actually, all platforms.
Yes, I do.
All right, what brings you up?
Well, I watch your show all the time, and I'm constantly motivated by you and the advice that you give a lot of the women, and I take some of that advice into myself. And I was listening to the young lady's story about the guy that was basically love bombing her, and I feel as though it relates to a similar situation I'm going through right now. So I just wanted to talk about it and also get some of your advice a little bit. So yeah, I've been dating this guy now for 4 months, since April. It's a long distance relationship, and it's not an official relationship. We're still like in the getting to know phase, but it's long distance. And yeah, he's been very intentional, supportive, communicates, checks in with me very often, every day. We talk every day. Gave me gifts for my birthday, like did a lot for my birthday, a lot of thoughtful gestures and stuff like that. But I have some trauma from past relationships and trusting people and stuff like that. So things that he does, I question.
What has he done that you are questioning and you're like, oh no, that's nothing?
Okay, so for my birthday, for instance, my birthday was our second date. Okay, my birthday weekend was our second date. And the date that we went on was very nice. We went to a comedy show, and then we had dinner. And for the comedy show, he arrived there before me. He spoke with the comedians. He gave them information about me and what I do for work. So they were roasting us and stuff like that. So it was very cute, We were laughing, it was natural, calm. And then later on that night, he brought us to a hotel room, a hotel. And
were you expecting to go to a hotel?
No, I wasn't expecting to go to a hotel.
And you said yes.
I did.
Did you want to go?
I felt comfortable enough to go.
Okay.
I felt comfortable enough. He said he had a surprise for me, so I'm like, okay, cool. Got there. He asked me to close my eyes when I got there, and arrived. Opened the door. There were flowers. I had gifts, balloons, all that kind of stuff, and it was very nice. I loved it, and we weren't intimate that night because, I told myself, I have control over my body, and this is technically only our second date, and I'm not trying to go there. And we're not exclusive, or we're not in a committed relationship. So, and I still wanted to know more about him. So
You believe that, fellas? I don't know how much of this I believe. You know what I'm saying? I think this is another one of their fairy tales. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Let's just say it is. It ain't no way she ain't give up. Come on, girl. You lost your mind. All right, yeah. He opened up that room door. We know what the big surprise was. All right. I ain't talking about this man that spent all his goddamn money and you just decided, hey, and you all, you just so enamored with it that you ain't forget that you don't want to have sex with him. You just like all of this stuff, but the sex part you ain't ready for. See, you're ready for all the parts you like, but the parts he need to wait. You ain't ready for that part yet. Girl, you get your ass out of here. I don't believe much of that. I don't know, fellas.
Still wanted to know more about him. So I left probably 30 minutes after I left. And then he was traveling back to Florida because he lived in Florida. I live here in Boston. He was traveling back to Florida. And I told him, I want to see you before you leave for Florida. So he said, okay, cool. So he planned another date for us. And This date also started in a hotel. Okay, it started in a hotel room. Really nice hotel. And then we went to do mini golf, and then we went to eat. So coming back, arriving to the hotel, I had more gifts. There was more gifts. It was my favorite chocolates. I had wine. I had champagne.
A Chanel bag.
You ever notice how all of these stories is filled with stuff men not known to do? It's just always you got these ladies that know these kind of men. All right, and we men, we all collectively know men and don't never know none of these kind of men. But you always got a lady that know these kind of men. Not got a man that do all of this stuff. All right, ain't no man did all this stuff for you, baby girl, and he don't even know you. This the second and third date, and he just showing up with all these gifts, and you ain't giving them nothing, and he starting dates out in hotel rooms and ending dates in hotel rooms, and you just ain't kicking out no box. You just getting everything you want. He ain't getting nothing you want, and he just chasing you. And there's some shit you got out of a romance novel, but we listening. And you can bet your bottom dollar we know it's a romance novel that a woman wrote.
And I had champagne.
A Chanel bag.
No, I didn't have a Chanel bag. No.
A Coach bag.
No Coach bag. No Coach bag. No Coach bag. But yeah, more gifts. Okay, so that night we were intimate, and everything was fine. A couple of my friends were like, "Oh, watch, he's gonna switch up. He's gonna switch up afterwards. Like when he leaves to go back to Florida, he's gonna switch up." But he didn't.
So where they at? Where all the gifts and stuff? You busted up. Girl, you ladies get on here and you think you talking to women. All right, because when you get on here and talk to women, you can come on here busted up with your hair looking crazy, and you know your shirt drunk, your shirt collar drunk, and you know your $4 earrings, and start telling ladies you deal with ballers. Listen, because we men and we looking at you. All right, you won't deal with no man rolling like that and buying you all these gifts. If he buying you all this stuff, where's that? Where any of it at? You can't show and prove none of this. You got no pictures at the mini golf course. You got no pictures of the hotel room. You ladies take pictures of everything, especially every gift you got. Where all the hotel rooms full of gifts? Where the champagne rides of the video? Where this dude at? Why you ain't bring them with you? Because you telling the goddamn lie, you dreaming, and this ain't gonna make no man think you somebody special and he need to come and try to compete with that. Because we all looking at you and we collectively know you lying, and this is not your life. You tell these stories to women, and Ashley know you telling the damn lie, but she can't tell you that because this must be a dream show. Because I hear so many of you get up here and just start dreaming, and maybe you keep hope alive, you know, for the rest of the basic Bettys. But your life gonna be what it is, baby girl. It ain't gonna get grand and all of this novel stuff you talking because you jumped up here and said it. All right, you just keep the rest of the young girls dreaming and not living in reality. Because some of them believe this.
He didn't. Stayed very consistent.
So y'all were intimate, and you were expecting him to change.
Yeah, I was not gonna lie, but he didn't. Everything stayed the same. So my concerns are: one, he has 3 baby moms. He has 3 baby moms and 2 small children.
When you say small, I'm assuming they're 12, 13.
4 and 2, or 5 and 2. No.
3 baby mothers? He couldn't get it right with one of the 3 baby mothers that he's having children with? And one is 2. They were just born 2 years ago.
Yeah, his first son is 18. Then he has the 5-year-olds. Then he has the 2-year-olds.
Yeah, so the 5-year-old he got with the girl. They had a baby. Okay, that didn't work out. So you're saying 5, 4, 3, 2 years later, 3 years later, you had another baby. You got in a relationship, you had another baby. He didn't marry any of these girls.
What part Ashley don't get about the upper hand? All right, it don't matter how many kids he got. She ain't expected to take care of none of them. All right, and that's all she worried about. All right, and see Ashley talking about a 5 and a 2-year-old because she ain't taking care of nobody 5 and nobody 2-year-old. But if Ashley had a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, she would expect somebody to come and take care of them for her. All right, luckily she ain't put herself in a situation like that. See, in this young lady situation, she just made a lot this story up. Now, I don't doubt that the dude came through. She dripping all the sauce on it. Now, I don't doubt that she got some dude who run through and he come and see her. And, you know, who knows the extent of it? He might bend her up. All right, but he ain't doing all this stuff for her. And he got 3 baby mamas, all right, all over the place. Come on, man. And she trying to figure out, is he serious about her? And he only meet her in hotel rooms, and she ain't never giving up the draws. And man, look, Jesus, come on with it. And see, fellas, for the most part, Ashley knows she lying. Ashley knows she lying. So I don't know if the commentary just, you know, off the hip, and because, you know, that's not sound advice. All right, that's not sound advice. I mean, the man clearly not serious about her. Let's just take it for real. All right, don't no man just keep meeting you in hotel rooms and leaving you in hotel rooms. And listen, all right, either he ain't got nowhere to stay or he hiding. He just needs you in the hotel room. Y'all ain't going to all these places. You just probably meet him at the hotel.
And then also with the multiple kids, they're not in the same state. So the 5-year-old is in Florida and the 2-year-old is in New Jersey. Why are you sleeping with a man with so many baby daddies?
And where's the third one? In Maine? All on the East Coast?
No, the third one is here in Boston.
Close enough. Okay, Boston.
Yeah. So yeah, the question that comes to my mind is like, okay, do I really want to be a 4th baby mom? Do I want to put myself in that position? And I'm 37. I know some people, you know, think of age as like, oh, it shouldn't be a deciding factor about.
Listen, you ever seen so many mid to late 30-year-old dreamers? Yo, we see them all the time. She going straight into her 40s with this nonsense. All right, and it's gonna get super thick for her. It's gonna get bad. See, you out here 37 and you trying to date and find a mate, you gonna hate men. You're gonna be up here like her making up stories because you can't find a man to fit the bill to your liking. Because men at 37 not gonna come and do all this to impress her. All right, she dreaming. At 37 years old, he wouldn't be wasting his time doing all this to impress her. All right, trust me. All right, even a man that could. And even if she was like that, all right, at 37 years old, she wouldn't be a candidate to get that done for her. All right, women dreaming. Women keep her dreaming. All right, and when she see it ain't happening for her and it don't never happen for her, that's what she do. She make it up in her mind. She go straight to Disneyland like she do with everything else she don't like, fellas. Whenever she don't like something, you know how they just got this propensity to make it something else and not what it is because they don't like it. And whenever they don't like it, they don't believe it. And whenever they don't believe it, they change it in their mind.
Factor about, you know, who you settle down with, but I just feel like at 37,
But he's not even ready to settle down. We're just thinking about he has 3 children with 3 different women. This doesn't sound like a man who's serious. And how old is he?
36.
Yeah, no, he's not serious. He still think he young and popping and fine. Yeah, he's probably dating 3 other girls in other cities. That's what he does. That's why he comes to your city. He dates you, sleeps with you, gives you gifts. He goes to the next city, does the same thing. And then somewhere along the way, along the 50 states, someone gets pregnant. That's what it's giving.
Yeah. And we had a little, I guess you could say, pushback because he invited me to see Chris Brown. Right? And I did think this was a red flag 2 months into talking. He invited me to see Chris Brown in a different city. You know, he would pay for the flight, the hotel, the tickets, and all that kind of stuff. And I thought that was him moving fast, but I was excited. Honestly, I wasn't thinking straight. I'm like, oh, okay, let's do it. Let's go.
Baby girl, certain women get to have a life like that. You're not one of them. All right, you ain't one of them. You ain't gonna have a life like that at 37. It ain't gonna start at 37. All right, it probably ain't even gonna, your chances of getting it probably gonna end at 27. All right, they're gonna get real slim at 27, but at 37, girl, you got an uphill battle for a life like this. Ain't no man gonna come and do all of this for you. All right, listen, we looking at you. We looking at you. We know that's not your life. We know that's not your life. We can clearly see that is not your life, baby girl. Listen, we know it's some women that could get this. All right, it's some women who would get up here and say this, and even if it wasn't going on in their life, we could probably believe some of it, but not you. You couldn't get up here and pop none of that. We looking at you. This is not your life, baby girl. The hairdresser got a warrant out for you.
I'm thinking straight. I'm like, oh, okay, let's do it. Let's go. But as time progressed and I was, thinking about it, and I'm like, no, that's too much. I don't want to spend the weekend with you. I don't want to spend the whole weekend with you. And when I mentioned what city I wanted to be in, I told him, I was like, why don't we go to Miami? Because we'll be in Florida where you live. Mm-hmm. And he objected to that. He was like, no, let's do DC instead.
Oh yeah, all his girls are in Miami.
In my head, I'm thinking like, okay, why can't we do Florida? Because once I'm in Florida, I want to come to your house. I want to see what's up. I want to see, what's going on over there. So typically whatever I mention or ask him for, he's usually on board. But with me going to Florida, he's like, let me think about it.
His girlfriend or whoever's there. Yeah, his girlfriend.
Fellas, what's the one common occurrence in all of their stories? Every last one of these super duper man sweeping them off their feet stories. He just showed up and spent a whole bunch of money on them. All right, all of their stories got that one consistent, that some guy showed up and spent a whole bunch of money on it, and they valued it so much that it got her looking like this about him. Because for real, that's basically all she told us. He just showering her with all kinds of money, and she ain't doing nothing for it. Nothing at all, if you let her tell it. All right, but that's the one consistency. You feel me? That he's sharing his resources with her. All right, and she ain't doing nothing for him. That's you see the correlation? Not one of these hood bunnies got a dude that do nothing for him. And all they do is kick that box out all over the place. Then she got some dude who doing all of this stuff, and she's so enamored with him, and she won't have sex with him. But she been giving it to all of them losers for nothing. Girl, listen, we don't believe you. You need more people.
In Florida. In Miami. I'm sure you got, in Miami. If he's spending like he's spending, you're saying, well, you said, I'm sure his main girlfriend is in Miami.
Okay.
And I'm only telling you like this because I'm on the outside looking in. You're in it. You're emotionally attached to him.
Yeah.
So we're listening to the story from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
There's so many. Oh, you already know. Miami is the place. Hot girl city. He definitely has someone. Definitely.
Okay. Yeah, I just need to let it go and not waste my time. Because some of my girls are like, oh, it's a summer. Just enjoy. Like, just have a good time and enjoy. Yes, but I don't want to be emotionally attached.
Baby girl, you wouldn't give him no status. All right, men on the level are always concerned about status. All right, listen, he doing all of that. Listen, that's not your life. You see how you representing a busted up hood rat up here today? This man you just describing would never deal with a woman who would ever represent herself this way. All right, you came in front of on TV looking like a busted up hood rat, your head crazy. All right, you look, and then it would be a different story if you was talking different. Then I would judge you differently. But the way you talking, it ain't no way in hell you got no man to do none of this kind of stuff for you. Why can't we see none of it? Where's some of it at? You will have some of it, because if you could get him to do all of that, you definitely could get him to get your hair done, your nails done. All right, get you some proper earrings. Get you a shirt that ain't drunk. You know what I mean? Listen, you getting all of this shit from him. It ain't no way you represented him like this. That ain't how those kind of women present.
You're looking for the confirmation.
I know, that's why I asked him to actually.
And again, I'm being straight and I'm being forward with you so you could just get out of it. Because, again, this is a man who doesn't even want to invite you to his city. You guys aren't official. When you guys do meet up, it's only in hotel rooms. He has 3 different baby mamas, 18, 5,
and he ain't gonna get serious about it because he can't do much with her. He can't do much for her. And you know what I'm saying? She just interested. She just interested in what he got. Next time she show back up on here, she gonna be some kind of victim.
That's what got me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know what I have to do. Just end it.
Yeah, end it, level up, focus on you, and put yourself.
Okay, everybody, and we back swinging with Still Swinging.